The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Syracuse's offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for? Comes to players who can make an impact, David.
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's think a little bit about Syracuse. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And just when you think the fullback is extinct, he makes a play, makes a catch, and moves the chains.
You got to be impressed with this fullback, too, because he's obviously built to block. He's built to live in the trenches. Look at this guy. But he has the ability to catch the football. Very soft hands. He's a good little weapon in this offense.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Quickly to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug-meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Orange line up here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, try to take advantage of. How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Big fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and the guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now it's back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic. Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Cook. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hart. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Witherspoon. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give it to the defense. Took all of the quarterback's options away down the field. They forced him to check it down, and they were rallying around that fullback. Hats to the football, and they create a negative play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. The short hand on the 7. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. Wants to throw it. Back's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Wants to return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Cook. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Cook. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Got it in the middle, it's Hart. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Using his legs to buy some time. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's third and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Inside the 25. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught behind the line. It's Sutton. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Absolutely center cut. Had to settle for the field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man, it's Jenkins. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling.
There he goes. Fights off a defender. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it inside the 30. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's right down the boulevard. That'll trim the deficit to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, This Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good touchdown orange. And the route is on.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've settled for field goals on each of their last two drives, and if they want to win this thing, they better find a way to get it into the end zone. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Takes it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Sutton. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Let's see what they've got on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Makes one man miss. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The pull and throw off the RPO. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Sutton. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Touchdown, Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. back to throw. It's Jenkins. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Golden Bears! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking for space. It's Hart. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Cal. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Awesome awareness by the D lineman on this play. You just can't do it any better. He knew he wasn't going to be able to get there and get the sack, so he slowed himself down, got his hands in the air, plucks it out of mid-air, keeps his balance, and takes it in for 6.
Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of the drive comes from the 38. give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And the Golden Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for room. It's Sutton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
No gain on the play. And first down for the offense. Let's go.
We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Now, 26.
Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Fighting off the defender.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Makes a grab over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That puts them on top here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delayed game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Find some fresh air. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Let's be honest, Reese. Like, the only time the fullback gets the football is usually in short yardage situations, and the defense was locked in. You got to try to get penetration with that defensive line. They did a good job of it. Nowhere to go with the football for the big fella.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle. It's McFadden. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It would be nice to pick up a few yards on 3rd down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Handoff to the fullback. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Cook. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Dortch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Touchdown, Syracuse! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Motion from the wideout. Got it behind the line. It's Cook. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got his man in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Gets it out fast. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. To the air on second down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to the air on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sutton. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that are